So recently, I was walking through my local Dollar General and noticed they were selling phones for only $19. Now, unfortunately, this location did not have any in stock, so I went to literally 7 other Dollar Generals to try to find this $19 phone. And guys, I found anything from old phones still locked up to flip phones that were way too expensive, but eventually I did find a couple of other cheap phones, so I bought them, and in this video, we're gonna test them out and see if, frankly, they're any good. So guys, got both phones here. Let's go ahead and take them out and take a closer look at exactly what I got. Wait, hold on. The Nokia was $39 and the BlueView 5 was $59. I could have sworn that was $29 on the shelf. But anyways, we have a simple mobile phone here made by Nokia, and I haven't seen a Nokia phone in ages. So we'll start with this one, open it up and see what's inside. And okay, it feels really light for a phone this large. Anyways, we have one camera lens deck here, and then looking at the front, we have a 3000 milliamp battery. Let's go ahead and take this screen protector off and try to turn this bad boy on and see if it works. Okay, so booted up here, and there's a few things I noticed. First of all, there is a notch up top, which is pretty typical these days. But then our time is pretty close to the edge, and our battery indicator is actually covered or leaking off the edge of the screen, which is, that's not a great start. It does appear to support 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi though, which is a nice little bonus. What? As I was typing in the password, it said switching carrier, and now it's just back to the main screen again. Okay, so finally almost set up. I got this to this TracFone wireless device pulse terms and conditions. Not sure what that is, but I'm gonna turn that off. And also, hold on, wait, TracFone. It does show TracFone on the back, and it says TracFone here, but it says Simple Mobile. Are those not different things? I mean, the other phone over here is even called TracFone as well, but it's actually TracFone on the box. But I'm confused. I don't know. Let me know if you know anything about that. But let's go ahead and move past this part right here. HMD services. No, I don't want any of these things, dude. Just please, wait, whoa. It just accepted, oh crap. This thing's about to have so much bloatware on it. What in the heck? The first thing that pops up is discover new apps. It wants me to install things like Block Blast, Vita, Mahjong, Happy Color. Dude, no. Turn those off. I don't want this. And I have to say, remind me later. Awesome. Great start. Okay, well, finally booted up here. We've got a nice little background. Well, if the apps will load. Wow, that's, I mean, I figured it'd be slow for 40 bucks, but like, I don't know. We'll find out if this thing's actually usable. Now, first of all, we'll start here on the main menu and see what's here. So we have Facebook, Assistant, Play Store, pretty standard stuff. Also this My Sites app, which I've never heard of. And again, very slow to open. Wow. And it looks like it just takes us to Chrome, and it's just some kind of generic site with news and stuff. Also, the brightness on this thing, I don't expect it to be great, but it's pretty dang dim. Let's turn it all the way up, go back to the main menu. Next tab, we got One Weather, Device Something, Swish, got Media, Product Tools. These apps are just like in random spots on the screen. And checking out all the apps here, looks like pretty standard stuff. But yeah, let's try out the Swish app, because I saw that on there. I don't know what that is, but let's see what this does. Okay, so it's another thing with just like games, news. But next we'll go to our settings and try to figure out some more details here. So let's check out our storage, which already has 9.4 gigs used from all the apps it pre-installed for me. Only 32 gigs total, which is, you know, it's not a deal breaker, but that's not very large compared to most other phones these days, even cheap phones. And we are on Android 12, which I guess is not too surprising. Oh, and now a Simple Mobile Manage Your Wireless Account thing is popping up. Hold on, let me click on this, because like, what is there a difference between Simple Mobile and TracFone? I mean, I used to use TracFone personally back in the day when I was, you know, I don't know, 15 years ago, but never actually used Simple Mobile. Let's look it up. Apparently Simple Mobile is owned by TracFone. I don't know, man, there's so many of those other carriers out there, and it when I clicked on that pop-up, it pulled up nothing. So all right, let's go ahead and test out the cameras here. Or camera, are there 2 cameras? Yeah, there's one in the front, one in the back. Let's test those out and see how those look. We'll start with the front-facing camera, and I mean, pretty bad, like you'd expect from a $40 phone, but it's really bad. Also, everything is so slow. Just click on the photos thing. I mean, there's 2 photos total on this entire device, and we've been waiting for almost 15, what? We just went from 50% battery to 0. Okay, so after about 30 minutes of charging, we are at 19%. Hopefully that's enough for it to stay on. Let's try. Yay, it's on. Let's see if the lock screen will unlock. Oh wow, it's actually a little bit faster than it was before now. Okay, that's cool. Let's go back to the camera. And also guys, I forgot the last time I tried the camera, I actually still had this little piece on the back, so maybe that's why it was a little bit blurry. So let's try the back camera again and see if we can take a look at these photos. And oh no, that wasn't it, because it's still horrible. Now, will it load our photos? Yippee, and yeah, the photo is, it's pretty bad. It's just really grainy, which is, you know, expected for a phone this cheap. Next up, I want to try out this device something app. I don't know what it actually is because it says device ... So let's see what this is. It's just our details about the device temperature, RAM status. We have 3 gigs of RAM here. Okay, that's not surprising. But guys, next let's go ahead and let's run a speed test on this thing and see if we're getting accurate speeds for 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. I'll be surprised if we are, but we'll try it anyways. Oof. Okay, so we're on 5 gig Wi-Fi and we're getting 23 3 down. And over Wi-Fi, I usually get like 300 to 400, so that's, yeah, that's definitely bad. All right, let's go ahead and try out YouTube next up. See what the performance or the playback is like, because a lot of times on these cheap, I gotta update the app, of course, great. A lot of times on these cheap phones, it's that you can barely watch YouTube, so let's try that. YouTube's updated. Let's go ahead and open this up and see if we can search for Smokin Silicon. Oh, whoop, kicked me back.
Nope.
What? Hello? Okay, great. YouTube just won't open now. That's cool. Okay, let's try YouTube in the browser. See what happens there. Oh no, Chrome also crashes now too. What? Does anything work? Settings? Will that open? Okay, settings opens. That's a nice sign. Okay, these apps are also crashing. Every app on the phone is crashing now. Okay, that makes sense. I guess we'll try to reboot. Maybe that'll fix it. Hopefully. Okay, rebooted. We'll try one more time here. YouTube, please open. Hey, there we go. All right, let's search for Smokin Silicon, see if that'll work. Pull up a random video, of course. Dude, every time I open a video on this app, I get a TikTok ad. I don't understand why, but all right. Okay, so rotating it to the side seems to be fine. Let's go ahead and watch the video a bit and see what the quality looks like. So it seems to be in like 480p or something, which is not surprising, but the frame rate seems fine. The playback seems fine so far. Let's go ahead and see if we can up this to maybe 1080p. Actually, let's just go 4K. Yeah, let's try that out. Okay, definitely still not in 4K, but it looks like it's trying to do something because the frame rate has dropped horribly, and it's just, yeah, it looks bad. It's really choppy, and it's dropping frames. Yikes. Like, what do I do if I can't watch YouTube on a phone? That's like standard practice for any phone ever. Now it's just, what is this? What is this? I don't expect it to be perfect, but I want it to, like, at least work. I can't even close out of the, I can't close out. Finally. And I click on the Play Store and it pulls up whatever this is. Hello? Oh, now the Play Store. Oh, it was just lagging so far behind. I pulled up the last app I pressed 20 seconds ago instead of the new one I just pressed. You know, I was going to try to download a basic game like Subway Surfers and see if it would even run, but I'm not even going to bother because it's going to take me 20 minutes to download it, try to open it up and play it at all because this phone can't do anything. So hopefully our next phone is a little bit better because this one, 40 bucks, just don't do it unless you need a burner phone only for calling people. But at that point, just get a flip phone because this, I don't know, man. It's bad. Right, guys, next up, let's try out this BlueView 5, which I don't have high hopes for because blue phones, in my experience, are just not that great, to be honest. But our specs do appear to be a little bit better on this one than the last phone, which is not saying a whole lot, but let's open it up and see what's inside. Interesting. So this one has like the same exact packaging as the last one. Got the phone in the same slot and everything. But taking a look at the device, I will say it looks a little bit more solid than the last one. Very much plastic, but you know, it's a $45 device or whatever I paid for it. And this one actually has 2 lenses, so we'll try that out and see how those work. Okay, so this one starts with a hi there. Let's go ahead and start her up and try to sign in and everything. What is this? They want me to agree to everything. No, what just happened? Turn all of that off. Okay, you apparently cannot proceed if you don't agree to all their stuff here. Ah, there we go. We can just do the first 2. Okay. This one appears to also work with 5 GHz Wi-Fi, and I will say that at first glance, it looks like the battery icon is not cut off by the edge of the screen, which is, that's a nice little sign there. But let's sign in and get to our main screen here and see what's on it. Okay, so it says I have a slow network. I'm 20 feet and 2 walls away from my router that works perfectly fine with every other device. That's all right. Let's try again, I guess. I'll try the 2.4 gig Wi-Fi and see if that works. Seriously, so this must just be like a track phone thing, but it has the same little pop-up with all these apps it wants me to download. The first thing that pops up here. Let me uncheck these 2. Okay, so booted up here. It looks like we have a pretty similar layout, if not the same. Also, why are my apps bouncing? What? We have the My Size thing, Facebook Assistant, whatever. So let's go to the next page. We got Swish, Games Hub, the Daily, Device Pulse, and yeah, it looks very similar, but just not quite the same. Let's hop into our settings here and see if we can get some more details about this device. We do indeed have 64 gigs in this, and of course, 12 gigs already taken up from who knows what, probably some apps, I guess. And this device is on Android 14. Okay, that seems, I don't know, about the same as the last device, but all right. So apparently on 14, the last one's on 12. And I gotta say, this one's just about as slow. It's just like every time you press anything, it just takes, you know, a whole 5 seconds for it to open. Let's try to open Chrome here and see what it does. So I press it, you can see there's no activation, no animation or anything on the screen for like a whole 2 seconds. And then we're looking at like another, here, it's just trying to load the app. I'm gonna get their cheap phones, but like it'd be nice for it to be a bit more usable. But guys, let's try out the cameras in this one and see if they're any better than the last one. Hopefully it doesn't just immediately crash the phone. Okay, so flipped around and selfie cam seems a little bit better than the last one. Flipping around to the front side. Ooh, that camera's, ooh, well, hello. Just like the last one, it seriously takes like 10 seconds to even load the gallery. Or maybe it'll crash like the last one did. Okay, so the selfie cam is, yeah, it's pretty bad, but it's a little bit better than the last one. I think the clarity on the back camera is a little bit better, like the details are better, but the lighting is just horrible. Oh, also, we just got a My Account app that pops up, and what is this One Store down here? I don't remember seeing that, but let's try to boot this One Store up and see what that is. The new way to discover trending apps, earn rewards, and play for less all in one store. That sounds like a Mode Mobile kind of thing. Playing games for deals. All right, let's go and test out YouTube next up. So we'll open the YouTube app that's already downloaded here. Of course, there's an update. Nice. Can I do it without updating? Let's try. There's a problem with the server. Great. All right, so I guess I do have to update this thing. Let's try to update it or see if I even can update it, and maybe that'll fix it. I gotta show you the scrolling on this thing. Like, everything's slow, so of course the scrolling's slow, but just look at that. Look at how unresponsive the scrolling is. What'd I do? Cool, it's gonna tell me to activate my device every 10 minutes. That's awesome. I mean, one day it'll finish installing, right? It's been seriously like 5 minutes for a 40 meg update. What is going on? This is absurd. This is absurd. Can you put the time on the screen of how long this actually took? Because it's still not done. Oh, it just finished. Just finished. Right when I was saying that. Let's go. Please tell me it's done. Oh, it was also downloading Solitaire and Vita Mahjong, which I told it not to download, but it did it anyway. Okay, cool. Maybe that's why it was slow. Great. Well, let's go back to YouTube now and see if it'll actually work. Hopefully, see if the microphone works here. Smokin Silicon. Oh, that's close. Okay, let's pull it up. Let's go ahead and try to rotate the screen here and see if that functionality will work. And okay, that's a little bit better than I thought it would be. I don't know if that'll convey on camera, but the frame rate is like, it's horrible sometimes. It gets better. It's a little bit better right now. Oh, there it goes again. It's just super slow and lagging, and what is going on, man? This thing it's on 480p and it's struggling to play that. So let's try 1080p. It might just crash the phone at this point. What? I don't understand. Oh, it just crashed. Oh, and it's also still downloading Block Blast in the background. Where is that coming from? I told you not to install it, and it wasn't in the Play Store installing. It's installing from some other third-party app that's in the background of this thing, I guess. In the meantime, let's run a speed test on this thing and see what we get. So we're getting 30 down and 40 up, which sounds about right for 2.4 gig Wi-Fi. Like it's pretty slow. I guess while we're at it, we might as well try one of their games that they preloaded, because it's preloaded here. Let's see if it doesn't load. Okay, cool. That's the gaming experience. You can't even load the apps. Let's try Mahjong here, and crashes too. Solitaire also crashes. Cool. I can't use this phone anymore. This has gotta be probably the worst phone I've ever used in my entire life. Dude, just get an old Galaxy or an old iPhone that works on 4G, because this here is miserable. Just don't buy it. Don't do it. Highly recommend not buying this phone. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out this video here where I got 1-star phones from Walmart. Those are pretty bad too, but those are better than these. Go check it out. I'll see you guys next time.